To me, Final Fantasy VII fandom is probably one of the most toxic fandoms that I know. And yeah, I'm making a video about this because I think it's about time I call some people out that every time I make a Final Fantasy VII remake video, I have to get harassed. And every other content creator that makes a video about the remake and they shit talk about the remake because they have their own opinions, they get harassed because other people cannot handle others' opinions. For example, there's other people like Sebiwez, me, Game Rating Review, Big Dan Gaming, and I'm sure there's others more out there that get harassed because, you know, the Final Fantasy VII remake fans cannot handle somebody else's opinion, so they have to go and harass them. What they tend to say is that we don't understand the story, that's why you don't get it. And then the remake is better. Like, I get that there are people out there that do like the remake, that's understandable. But the original fans of the Final Fantasy VII, the original fans, they're not gonna like this. And the problem is that, like, even if you have your own opinions, they will come after you. They will basically say, oh, you probably never played the original. That doesn't make any sense. You guys can't come up with anything better. If I never played the original, then why would I be making a video about this? And they tend to say this to anybody who talks shit about the remake, and I don't care what they say. Like it does bother me, but I don't care if they like it. I don't really care. And there's some people out there that will just say anything bad about the original game, and they'll say that the graphics are bad, and like, yeah, I guess you're not really a fan of Final Fantasy VII at all. Especially on Twitter, if you say anything bad about Final Fantasy VII, it's hell. It's basically hell on there. I don't like the remake. Guys, I really don't like it. It's just like, I even made videos about this explaining why I don't like it. And I have my valid reasons why I don't enjoy it. But these remake fans, they don't even have a valid reason. All they say is that you never played the original, you don't understand the story, and come up with something better. And they say that we're the ones harassing the developers. It's basically the fans of the remake that actually go and, you know, harass the developers because they don't get what they want. No, we're not harassing the developers. We actually don't like this remake, and we'd rather just stay away from the developers who are making this remake. The fans of the remake actually go and harass the developers unless they get what they want. Like, for example, the shipping mechanic. Whether it's Aerith or Tifa, and you already know the shippers are very toxic, you know that they harass the developers unless they get what they want. You know, even if it's not like the remake, it's also the shippers too. Like, the shippers are also annoying in the fandom. Like, I don't care. I don't care if he ends up with Tifa or Aerith. I really don't care. I just want to play the story, because that's all I care about. The game isn't a shipping mechanic system. Guys, this isn't Fire Emblem where you get to ship all the characters together. Yeah, I get the feeling that sometimes when it comes to the fandom, it's mostly like the shippers who defend this game the most. Like, I'm not joking. Like, when I was on Twitter the other day, I saw like a lot of people defending it, and it was mostly shippers. A lot of shippers defend this. I don't understand why they defend this game. This game isn't even that great. Like, I get the girls are actually adorable in this game, but it's more about story than it is for shipping. Like, it's also not shipping. It's also the Crisis Core fanboys. My god, the Crisis Core fanboys are just like one of the worst. Yeah, by the way, I don't like Crisis Core. I tried giving it a shot, and I did pass it, but I didn't like it. Like, I tried liking it. I really did. I didn't enjoy it at all. They changed so many things. Zack's death is just meaningless, and people think that it's a good thing. And he's just there for fan service, but, you know, the remake fans will say, oh no, he's just there. For no valid reason. There's like, they don't have a reason to say anything. They're just, all they say is that, oh, he's there to help Cloud. But there's no point. There's no point for Zack to be there. There really isn't. I know some of you, like the haters, are probably watching this saying, oh, you're just saying too much now. Yeah, I have the freedom to speech. I have my First Amendment right to actually say whatever the hell I want. Which is actually kind of funny because they come here and complain, and yet they're still watching the video. Like, why are you watching the video if you are gonna disagree with everything that I say? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's not a problem. Like, you're watching the video and you're watching the whole thing through, disagreeing with what I'm saying, and yet you're watching the video. So you're probably there because you either agree and then you're just there complaining about, you know, people making videos like this. Do not watch the videos if you cannot handle somebody else's opinion, because that doesn't make any sense. Go cry about it on Twitter like a little bitch and just stop harassing other people's opinions on YouTube. Because there's going to be people that have YouTube channels like me, and they're going to call you out and they're going to make fun of you, and because you cannot come up with a better valid reason why to, you know, reason why to actually like the game, or the reason why you're over here disagreeing with people, calling them out and calling them names just because you can't handle somebody else's opinion. People have their limits, and we don't care if you like the remake. There are lots of people out there that actually want to make videos like this, but they're scared to be called out because there's dumb people that like to go and harass others. Sorry, I had to get all that out of my system. That's all I wanted to say, because some people just piss me off that they don't understand that other people have different opinions. So thanks for watching.